For the first time, Joji Yuki, also known as Riderman, appeared in the 1973-74 TV series Kamen Rider V3, portrayed by Takahisa Yamaguchi. Starting from episode 43 and continuing until the final episode, 52, Riderman was formerly a member of Destron's Science Division. After being framed for treason by General Yoroi and falling into a trap that caused him to lose his right arm, he began fighting against Destron using his newly developed mechanical arm attachments. Initially driven by revenge and clashing with V3, he eventually learned the truth and fought alongside him. In the final, Riderman sacrifices himself by diverting a missile meant to destroy the country, earning official recognition from V3 as Kamen Rider GingaOh. Additionally, the series also features a Destron Riderman, designed to tarnish Joji Yuki's reputation, which was modified from Coelacanth Kid. Riderman only appeared in flashback scenes in the 1974 series Kamen Rider X. The series' 5th episode, titled The One-Eyed Monster's Human Review Operation, and 27th episode, titled Special Edition, Full Force of 5 Riders, include those flashback sequences featuring him. Joji Yuki, also known as Riderman, first appeared in the 1974 film 5 Riders vs. Kingdark, portrayed by Takahisa Yamaguchi. After learning that he survived the events of V3, Riderman returns from Tahiti to Japan and introduces himself as Kamen Rider GingaOh. Like Ichigo, Nigo, and V3, he joins forces with the new rider, Kamen Rider X, to fight against their common enemy, the Government of Darkness. Despite facing various confrontations, Riderman, along with his fellow riders, ultimately gains the upper hand over Kingdark, Neptune, and their allies, achieving victory. Joji Yuki's Riderman made his first and only appearance in a non-Japanese film in the 1975 Thai movie Hanuman and the 5 Kamen Riders. Although it is not officially recognized by Toei and remains an unofficial production, the film was produced by Chou Productions. In this movie, Riderman joins forces with Ichigo, Nigo, V3 and X, encountering the Thai hero Hanuman and forming an alliance with him. While Riderman himself is not given a distinct storyline, he fights alongside the other riders to stop Kingdark's plan to kidnap women and use their blood to create a mutant army of animal-human hybrids. When the riders lose consciousness, Hanuman appears to aid them, helping to defeat Kingdark and eliminate his threat. This marks the formation of a partnership between Kamen Rider and Hanuman. Riderman reappeared later that same year in another series, Kamen Rider Stronger, where he was once again portrayed by Takahisa Yamaguchi. He appeared in episode 37, Riders Captured, Long Live Delzer, and in the 39th and final episode, Goodbye the Glorious 7 Riders. At first, Riderman had a confrontation with Stronger, but their conflict ended after V3 arrived and cleared up the misunderstanding. Later, when he joined the other riders to assist Stronger, they fought valiantly against the leaders of the Delzer army, bringing this story to a successful conclusion. Joji Yuki appeared as Riderman in the 1976 film All Together, 7 Kamen Riders, where he was portrayed by Takahisa Yamaguchi. In this film, we see 2 versions of Riderman. The first is an actor portraying Riderman in a show that Tobi Tachibana takes the children to watch. The second is the real Riderman, who appears when the villains attack the actors and, together with the other riders, quickly intervenes to fend off the enemies and defeat them. Riderman, along with the other members of the 7 legendary riders, appeared only at the end and during the credit scene of the 1980 Skyrider film Kamen Rider, 8 Riders vs. GingaOh. This scene was most likely created symbolically to indicate that Skyrider was now officially recognized as a member of the Kamen Rider team, just like the others. In this scene, featuring Riderman as well, they ride together on their motorcycles, traveling side by side. Riderman appeared in several episodes of the 1979-80 series Kamen Rider, more commonly known as Skyrider. He appeared in 5 different episodes of the series. In only one of them, episode 33, titled Hello Riderman, Be Careful of Nazura Man, he was portrayed by Takahisa Yamaguchi. In the remaining 4 episodes, episodes 26, 27, 28, and the final episode 54, Riderman was voiced by various voice actors. As in the previous series and films, Riderman returned alongside other riders to assist Skyrider in his battle against Dai-Shocker. Together with 6 other riders, he lent his power to Skyrider, helping him destroy the great leader of Neo-Shocker. Riderman also appeared in the 1981 film Kamen Rider Super 1 the movie, where he was voiced by Keizo Kuriguchi. At the end of the film, he and the other members of the first 8 Showa Kamen Riders arrive to help Super 1 fight against the Dogma Revenge Corps. When Super 1 joins forces with Riderman and the others, they face the enemy monsters together, defeat them all, and successfully save the day. Riderman reappeared in 1984 in the film Birth of the 10th Kamen Riders All Together, where he was portrayed for the last time by Takahisa Yamaguchi.
Zekros, 君に我々9人は助けられた。
Created to introduce Kamen Rider Z-Cross, this film shows Riderman and Super 1 being attacked by him during an operation. Despite their confrontation and Z-Cross's attempts to overpower them, everything changes when V3 arrives and the Riders reveal their true identities and goals to him. Realizing the truth, Z-Cross accepts it and joins forces with the other Riders, including Riderman, to fight their common enemy, the Badan Empire. Together they defeat the organization, with Z-Cross earning his title as the 10th Kamen Rider. Joji Yuki's Riderman appeared from episode 41 to episode 47 in the 1988-89 series Kamen Rider Black RX. In this series, the character was voiced by Kazuhiko Kishino. In several episodes, Riderman only appeared at the end of the episode alongside other riders, but in later episodes, he became more active. As you've seen before and will see again, Riderman appears together with other riders to help the show's main rider. They assist Black RX in defeating his enemy, the Crisis Empire, showing him that he is not alone, that, as Kamen Riders, they will always stand by his side. In anime, Riderman first appeared in 1993 in Kamen Rider SD, Strange, Man Spider, where he was voiced by Hisao Egawa. In this anime, during the confession scene, we see him approaching Wasp Woman, the woman Black RX likes, and taking her away from him. The fragment of Riderman from Kamen Rider Black RX series was used in episode 4, titled Riders Everywhere, of the 2006 series 35th Masked Rider Anniversary File. Since the special segments were placed at the end of episodes 23 through 27 of Kamen Rider Kabuto series, this particular episode appeared at the end of episode 26. 2 versions of Riderman appeared in the 2009 film Kamen Rider Decade, All Riders vs. Dai-Shocker. The first is the original Joji Yuki's Riderman, who arrives alongside the other original riders to help Decade and his allies. After fighting alongside them, he returns to his own world. The second is the AR World's Joji Yuki's Riderman, who once worked as a scientist for Dai-Shocker. However, he was punished by having his arms severed and branded as a traitor, leading him to seek revenge against Tsukasa Kadoya. Upon realizing that Tsukasa had truly changed and become a different person, Joji refuses to kill him and even helps him escape Dai-Shocker as Riderman. This alternate version of Riderman is portrayed by Gakuto Oshiro, better known as Gakt. Riderman appears as a racer in the 2009 web series Kamen Rider Decade, All Riders Super Spin-Off, where his suit actor Seiji Takaiwa is also specially credited. In the 2-part episode titled Bang! Showa Rider Field Day, where the Showa riders compete against each other, Riderman starts off strong and takes the lead at first. However, his distraction costs him first place, which is then taken by V3. Despite this setback, he doesn't give up and finishes the race in 3rd place, which, at the very least, is better than ending up last like Black. Riderman appeared in the 2011 web series, Oh Deno All Riders, Let's Go Kamen Riders, Let's Look, Only Your 48 Riders, specifically in episode 2 titled, Type 2, Peppers, You Are Kamen Rider Yango, where he was voiced by Kenji Nojima. Hosted by Momotaros, the episode portrays Riderman as a kind and friendly character. However, in a humorous scene, he's shown trying to feed Naoki with food from his bionic arm, which he likely has never cleaned before. Riderman appeared in the 2011 film Oh Deno All Riders, Let's Go Kamen Riders alongside the other primary riders. He shows up to support the film's main riders, featuring a brief solo scene and a background appearance during the main battle sequence. Riderman reappeared for the second time in 2011 in the film Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider Fourze, and OOO, movie War Mega Max, where he was voiced by Takayuki Masuda. Mainly appearing in 2 scenes, Riderman is first seen fighting in Europe at the beginning of the movie. His second appearance occurs when he and the other members of the 7 legendary riders arrive through the devices used by OOO and Fourze. In this sequence, we see him battling Mazul and ultimately defeating her. Riderman appeared as part of 7 legendary riders in the 2012 crossover film Kamen Rider Super Sentai, Superhero Taisen. In the opening scene, he and the other Showa riders face Captain Marvelous. Riderman fights him with determination, but since the advanced technology of the future surpasses the old, Marvelous, who transforms into Ninja Red, easily defeats him and the others. However, by the end of the film, Riderman joins forces with the other Kamen Riders and Super Sentai Rangers in the legendary battle against their common enemy, fighting side by side to protect the world. Riderman reappeared in another web series released in 2012, Kamen Rider Fourze The Net Edition, Everyone Class is Here, specifically in Episode 7, titled Multipurpose Right Arm, where he was voiced by Eiji Takimoto. When Fourze meets Riderman and goes to shake his hand, Riderman hits him with a pretty logical question. Fourze gets confused and tries to find out what he really meant. Once he figures it out, Fourze responds appropriately and is finally able to shake his hand. Riderman, also known as Mansan, appeared in several episodes of the 2013 web series Kamen Rider Wizard in Magica Land, where he was voiced by Yuya Nawada. He works as a detective alongside other Showa riders, investigating various cases and searching for a way to neutralize the threat, a bomb planted in the office. His colleagues also try to find out why he died when they discover him as if he were dead. Formed around intriguing yet humorous stories, this series gives Riderman a special role connected to his past while also featuring comedic moments. Riderman appeared in the 2014 movie Heisei Rider vs. Showa Rider, Kamen Rider Taisen featuring Super Sentai, but only in the background alongside other Showa riders. During the 2 major clashes between the Heisei and Showa riders, Riderman mainly fought against Wizard, OOO, and Fourze. He managed to defeat OOO, was defeated by Wizard, and his battle with Fourze was left unfinished, ending instead with a handshake between the two. Riderman appears in the 2015 film, Superhero Taisen Grand Prix, Kamen Rider Sango, where he is voiced by Hideo Ishikawa. Although his role in the film is minor, Riderman joins V3 in confronting Kamen Rider Sango and Drive, challenging them to a fight. Unfazed Sango and Drive accept the challenge and defeat them in battle. Later in the film, despite being freed from manipulation after having been controlled alongside other riders, Riderman ultimately cannot escape being erased from the timeline. Riderman, a member of Team Resurrection, appeared in the 2017 crossover film, Kamen Rider Super Sentai, Chou Superhero Taisen, where his team lost in the first round to Team Gem, losing their title as Kamen Sentai Go-Rider. Riderman later appeared again, in 2021 in the Kamen Rider and Super Sentai crossover film, Saber, Zenkaiger, Superhero Senki, where he was seen fighting alongside the Red Rangers and especially other Kamen Riders. Riderman appeared in 2023 only on Rider Cards, and Episode 5 of the 2022-2024 series, Kamen Rider Outsiders, specifically in Episode 4 titled, The Mad Flow of Time and Zane's Identity. For the last time, Riderman most recently appeared in the currently airing anime series Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. In this series, there are 2 different versions of Riderman. The first is the original Riderman, portrayed by Joji Yuki, whom we only see in either dreamlike sequences or flashbacks. The second is Mitsuba Shimamura's Riderman, a version inspired by the original one. Although Mitsuba first appears in Episode 3, he is one of the main characters. Since childhood, Mitsuba has fought with his brother over who gets to become V3, but he never manages to earn that title. Nevertheless, his brother Ichio Shimamura believes it would suit him better to wear the mask of Riderman, V3's partner, leading him to finally decide to become Riderman. What are your thoughts on Riderman voiced by Soma Saito, and what events do you think this character will be involved in throughout the series? Share your opinions in the comments and discuss them with me or other Riderman fans. That's all for today. See you in the next video. Goodbye.